Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Hello, kids, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales. Or so a little bird told me. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, not a classic bird, but an owl. It is.
That's right. Still in the avian family. It's Justin the owl swooping in to talk about a fellow bird of prey, Bobby.
That's right, kids. This time we're going to talk the first half of the Mockingbird series from, 2016? I just saw
2016, yeah.
Yep. So, yes, and then the next episode will be the part 2. So,
yep. All 8 issues right here on Marvel Tales.
Mm-hmm. And then
this is the only solo Mockingbird, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, this is it.
Yeah. I was going to say there is a one-shot. I think it might have been around this time. It's like,
I saw that, yes.
50th anniversary issue or whatever, yeah.
That's on the app as well.
Yes, so we'll have to do that one day.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, so... Oh, and no synopses for these, so...
Okay, that's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, Mockingbird, I'm sure, doesn't have a lot of dedicated fans out there as compared to somebody like Hellcat or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think she has a lot of solo stuff, unless I'm trying to remember, was there any solo Avengers stuff? But
there might have been some solo Avengers, a couple of those,
but not like a series,
but not a series,
because even some of her early appearances were with Kazar, so
right.
The human,
and I saw too that there's a collection which was released right around this time, which collects all that early stuff, her very first appearance, all of the stuff with Kazar.
Nice.
It collects the first adventure that she had as Mockingbird with Spider-Man, which I think you and Lilith covered not too long ago on the Spider-Cast.
I think we did. I remember looking at that. I was trying to remember if we pulled the trigger on that or not, but yeah.
I think covered that last year, maybe.
Yeah, it was like I remember looking at a Marvel team up. It was like 90. It was in the 90s.
It was just a single issue.
Yeah,
I think you covered that last year. But then there was the 4-issue miniseries with Hawkeye. Like her first team up with him that you and I covered last year.
Yeah, when they actually get married at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a cool collection. I thought, wow, I might actually get that. That's got some neat stuff in it. Because she was also, remember when she was called the Huntress briefly before?
Oh, yeah.
Before she was Mockingbird? That's in there too.
Mm-hmm.
That might be nice to have, yeah.
And then someday, we had on the schedule, but we'll have to get back to, there was a Hawkeye and Mockingbird series.
Yes. I think that was part of the the heap of ideas for next year.
Yes, I was going to say, for sure on the list, yes, because we officially have a list now.
We do. Yeah.
I told Lilith we have a list.
She must have laughed.
She was like, she was like, oh, I'm glad you found someone just like you. I'm like, yeah.
Well, my thing is these days is my head is so full of crap is that if I don't write it down or put it down somewhere,
me too.
In some type of document, I'll forget it, or it'll slip my mind and I'll remember it in some inopportune moment when I'm not trying to recall it.
And especially there's so many, we're not going to remember them all.
Exactly. Yeah, we just have a feast of riches to choose from, so we have to put them down when we remember them, when we think of them, so we won't forget them later. We're showing our age too, all right, listeners?
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's not an owl sound. That's him. He can't remember. He's asking who?
Exactly. Exactly. Who
are you? Do you remember who I am, Grandpa?
I don't think so.
All right, should we get to these issues?
Yes.
All right.
Let's embark on our Mockingbird quest.
All right. So yeah, so of course, we're gonna start, kids. Number 1. Yeah, look at that cover.
Love it. Finally, we get a decent costume for Mockingbird. I've got to comment on that right away.
Yeah.
I like that old costume with the big floppy cuffs and the pirate boots and the weird janky mask, and like they kept messing with her hairstyle in the 80s and completely butchering it. And I was just like, leave her, get her a decent outfit, leave her hair alone for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love seeing her legs, but yeah, besides that, I'm just like,
Yeah.
this costume.
Yeah. Those sleeves, man, it was ridiculous. It's totally impractical.
Oh yeah, you think those things would get stuck on those battle staves?
Yeah. Or caught in like the wheels of a passing semi or something. Who knows? Yeah.
All right, kids. So yes, Mockingbird number 1, from May 2016. Is there a title? I don't see a title.
I don't see one.
It just says first story. All right, writer Chelsea Kane, penciler Kate Nemenzik, who's also the inker, colorist Rachel Rosenberg, letterer Joe Caramonga, and editors Tom Brevoort, Katie Kubert, and Alana Smith. So yeah, so except for like the letterer and one editor, this is a all female created book. So
Love it.
yes,
Love it. And this is back in 2016, almost 10 years ago. So that's great.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh God, that's right. That's like 9 years ago.
Yeah, it's wild, right? I remember when this came out too. I was really interested to read it. I thought, oh wow, they're giving Mockingbird finally her own series. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one of those things. I forgot about it.
Well, that's what I would say too. Like you were saying, an embarrassment of riches. It's like I think this is there's been no other point in history where we've had so many comics to choose from.
I know. Of all these characters that have been around for decades, and just have some of them, in the case of Mockingbird, have only just recently gotten their own series.
Yeah, then just all the different companies and all the books. I mean,
Yeah,
stuff.
I know.
Awesome, man.
I know all the different publishers besides Marvel and DC that are putting out great stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of alternate covers on this.
Oh yeah.
There was 9 total. Oh yeah.
9?
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, there's a textless version of this cover, which again, that would make a great poster.
Definitely.
Oh, I like these. I know they did a bunch of these for a lot of characters, like the ones that look like it's like the figure in the box.
Oh yeah, the action figure variants or whatever they're called. Yeah,
I like those. Yeah, I think
did
a bunch of those. All right, so open up the issue here, and again, kids, like this was collected. I have like 2 collections in there, like the little graphic novels, because like. Well, it's weird. The first one is 1 through 5, and then the second one is like 6 through 8. But then they throw in like a.
I saw they put in some new Avengers stuff.
New Avengers, yeah,
because she was on that team for a hot minute, right?
Yeah, probably like fill out the page count, and I think
and then they put in that special that we were talking about.
The 50th
yeah. I might get those because I'll tell you now. I really enjoyed this series, all of it. And I might pick this trade paperbacks up because it was really enjoyable.
They're not expensive, and again, the store I went into, they had them 50% off. So I was like,
oh, nice, yeah, perfect.
And again, kids, if you don't want to go out and buy floppies, these are on the app. So
yes, all 8 of them, and that special that we mentioned.
Yep. So funny because we get this scene in issue 1, and then we don't pay it back until like is it issue 5 or something?
Oh yeah.
Next, we see her walk into the Shield Medical Clinic, and then
for her checkups. And I'm gonna say too, when she's in the waiting room, like they intentionally make her outfit look like Black Canary, the color scheme and the hair. Like, look at that. Like that's. I don't know if that's like on the nose or what, but Yeah, it's Black Widow.
Oh, when she's waiting in the waiting room. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Black Canary's outfit.
Yeah, because that first scene we see her like she walks in the office and starts facing down zombies, and it's like, what's going on? So
Yeah.
then we flash back, and
Yeah. Wavy line, wavy line, wavy line.
again she has to get regular checkups because yeah, she has some super soldier serum and infinity formula in her. So
Yeah, when did that happen, Phil? All that
oh
stuff.
god, I can't.
Remember?
I think the super soldier thing was like in New Avengers. I think she was injured, and I think they
Oh,
was it Hawkeye or someone gave it to her. So that was that. But yeah, the Nick Fury Infinity Formula thing. I'm not. Let me see if I can find that.
maybe that was in one of the big events that happened.
Maybe yeah. 'Cause,
Yeah.
hold on. There's a whole. Uh, yeah, because that's the one Nick Fury took himself. That was the one keeping old Nick Fury alive, right?
Was that what it was?
I think.
What, yeah, like what does that infinity formula do?
I guess it just keeps you alive. I don't know if I don't think it gives you any like super. I don't think it's like gives you any super strength. I think it just keeps you alive.
Oh, because
As
I
far as
thought
I know.
that's what she was like, what was giving her the powers that we'll see later on in the series when she was facing the zombies.
Well, that's the other thing too. It's like I don't know what they were giving her, but also she has super soldier serum and infinity formula in her. So I don't know
Maybe
if
the
that just
two interacting together in her system give her some type of bonus powers. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I'm trying to find this. 'Cause I don't even know if that was like an old thing or what. But oh geez, okay. There's an appearance of it in Marvel Spotlight with Nick Fury from back in 1976. So
76.
Infinity Formula's been around for a while.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh wait, there's a Secret Avengers issue, unless that's where she got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because she is on the cover even. So
Yeah. I always thought that she was perfect for that team.
oh yeah,
Secret Avengers. Yeah. Love that.
I mean, funny. You could have had like an all female version of that too. Her, Black
Totally.
Widow,
Like
yeah,
Widow Valkyrie was on that team for a little
yeah.
bit.
Moon Knight was on there. That was perfect.
Moon Knight, yeah, he was great on that. That was like the only team that he worked well on.
All right, so yeah, we see her in the waiting. Yeah, she does look like like she's dressed like Black Canary in there.
Yeah, just that color scheme. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, wow. All right.
But yeah, she's talking about she has the super soldier serum and infinity formula. I like this where she's like, yeah, that means I'm considered high risk. That means I'm here a lot. If you
Mm.
could live forever, but you had to have a colonoscopy every week for the rest of your life, would you do it?
Yikes.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. For immortality, would you put up with that pain in the ass?
Every week, I don't know. I think that would get old after a while.
You think?
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, they sure are getting checked out by the mm, yeah, the nurse, whoever's asking her, do you have dry mouth? No. Bloody discharge from ears? No. Unexplained psychic phenomenon? I knew you were going to ask me that. I think that's what I like the most about this is some of the
The
dialogue.
dialogue is great.
Yes.
Yes.
I love they keep it a sarcasm chart.
Yeah.
Which I guess, I mean, they're tracking everything, but mm, what's your paranoia on a scale of 10? 5, and then they show her threatening Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Did you eat my quinoa, Stark? Mm. Yeah, then they show her in different situations and just getting called in for checkups.
She's wearing the Hellfire Club outfit that we see later, and Black Widow says, "Nice boots."
Oh, that is funny, yeah. Mm. Oh, they take the urine sample. I'm gonna get all that urine back at some point, right?
Her temperature's up and her sarcasm is increasing.
Exactly.
Well, she's always been a wise ass. I mean, you have to be a wise ass to put up with Clint Barton of all people. That's
Yeah.
one of the things I loved about Bobby the most is she could give it right back to him.
I mean, and you got to relate to her, Justin. She loves the blonde biscuits.
Well, I
Kazar,
know.
Hawkeye.
She's got good taste. It's another reason I love Bobby. Little Mockingbird.
Then she has to see the parapsychologist, and it's like, oh, what's on this card? What's on this card?
Yeah. Rorschach test.
Yep. Oh, and then the ping pong ball she makes disappear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the next waiting room. Yeah, like you said, she's wearing the Hellfire Club outfit, and she's like, I can explain the outfit. What's Hercules' excuse?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Black
and
Widow.
That's very Black Canary looking too, that outfit, I've got to say.
Oh yeah, except the spikes maybe not, but yeah, the rest of it, yeah.
Not the spikes, but everything else. Yeah.
I love you've gained the pound. It's brain matter. I read a book.
Paranoia level 8.
Yep. Of course, yeah, they're doing more blood tests, urine tests. Yeah. Back to the parapsychologist, but now she's now actually make these ping pong balls disappear. So this is my power. I'm going to dominate international table tennis.
And that's what I thought stemmed from the infinity formula. I thought that had something to do with what was happening there.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another waiting room scene, and I think in at least 2 of these, Hercules has had like an ice pack or something on top of his head.
Yeah.
Is Hercules just running in this shit with his head?
I don't know. I wonder if that was explained later, like in the Avengers or something, that he was getting beat up or something.
I think he's the Juggernaut or something.
Yeah. Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and the baby. And this adorable corgi.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I love
it. But yeah, comes in for another checkup. Yeah, get in the gown. If I'm good, can I get a medical marijuana card?
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. That's so funny.
So yeah, she's still making ping pong balls disappear. And then we get back to that scene where she's basically facing down these zombies. Which is, and then we kind of end it with she can kind of like strike down these zombies or do something with this new power. So
yeah, she's somehow keeping them at bay.
With
this glowing light emanating from her hands. And that's where our cliffhanger ending is, right there.
Yep. Yeah, like they added like the text pages and stuff, and like even with later issues, like they put at least on the app they put the letters page.
Yes, that's nice. They
put
the letters page on it and some of the other supplemental materials. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, look at that, man.
As much as I complain about the app, I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what you think of this? I mean, this is my second reading. This is your first. So
yeah, this is great. This is a great beginning. Yeah. I mean, I was confused about the Infinity Formula stuff and her powers and the Super Soldier Serum just because I didn't read New Avengers and I had no clue about any of that stuff. I had no idea what she'd been up to in the years prior to this. All I knew is really that after she came back from the Skrull stuff, she did join the New Avengers for a brief tenure, and the Secret Avengers. She flitted around between those teams, and then went over to S.H.I.E.L.D. for a while.
Yeah.
But that was all I knew. So this other stuff is new to me. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, it was so weird because I think it was around this era when Dan Slott was writing Spider-Man. He kind of had her in a relationship, sort of with Peter Parker.
Yeah, what's that about?
I know, it just seemed like out of nowhere. It was during that whole Parker Industry thing. Just like,
oh no, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, a lot of Slott stuff. I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
The other thing I ever really do cartwheels for his run is like Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, right, with Otto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Which again, it's not even really Peter. So
Right.
Otto Octavius, the greatest hero of all time.
The greatest Spider-Man that ever was.
Otto.
It wasn't even Peter.
Justin, did you know I'm a functioning alcoholic puppet? Ah. Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, if you listen to Capes Lunatics episode 351 or Captain America Brave New World review, yeah,
Oh.
that's what I told Lilith. I said, the whole time I'm sitting there watching that movie, I just heard Charlie in the back of my head because, I mean, he loved that, he was waiting for the leader to show back up. And
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
he loved that movie because, again, every chance he got, he would talk about, when Hulk and Abomination trashed Harlem, and they do bring that
Oh,
up
yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah. I'm still a fan of that 2008
Oh,
film.
yeah.
That was great.
The second MCU movie.
Yeah.
Remember, we got that end scene with Tony Stark talking to General Ross, and it's like the first time we're like, oh, we could cross over movies.
Yeah. Wow. We
Be a
could do
bigger
this.
universe. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, oh my god, you know how old that movie is? I'm like,
I know.
I
Yeah.
had
It's
I had
almost 20 years old.
I had no child. My wife and I weren't even married yet.
Wow.
I was like within like the first year or so of a relationship. Damn, this thing is old.
Yeah, we can chronicle the chapters of our lives by the release of Marvel films. At this
These are the
point,
days of our
they've
lives.
been around for that long of a time.
That's right. It's like, what do you remember from this year? Well, I got married and I saw a movie.
Yeah, this is when Endgame came out.
Oh, well, Endgame, that's the big one because it's like, oh yeah, the year before COVID. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, before everything changed forever.
All right. Are we ready for issue 2?
Yes, because of this, I love this opening scene.
Issue 2. There we go. Oh my, look at that cover.
Yeah, you love that one.
You love it, you bad boy.
Listen to the Mockingbird.
All right, so yeah, Mockingbird number 2 from June 2016. Again, it's not giving me a title. I think it's the same team
I guess
here.
they don't have titles for these
I don't
individual
know.
issues,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Oh man, they added now. Now it's like there's 4 editors on this thing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need 4 editors for this thing for? But still, at least it's good. It's still 3 women and 1 guy. So
Yeah, a couple of them are assistant editors. So yeah.
Oh, there. Yeah, there's no synopsis for this, but the solicits they had for this are on here. It's so funny. They go into the whole Hellfire Club thing, and then it goes plus zombies and corgis.
Oh my.
Oh yes, and this story takes place between pages 2 and 3 of Mockingbird number 1.
Which explains the costume that we saw with the
Exactly.
spikes and the leather and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how this one opens up. Yeah, we're in the Hellfire Club, and oh my, that outfit looks good on her. All right. And again, wasn't this well, yeah, it says it was a month ago, but
No, -5 days. Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly they're in the basement of the Hellfire Club.
Yeah. And they have a sexy biscuit Lance all strapped up.
Yeah, so we'll come to learn is like her spy partner
And ex.
He's not my boyfriend. We're not dating. Spies don't date.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically the Hellfire Club's like, well, torturing him, I guess you could say. He's got the shock collar on and everything.
Yeah.
Then she has to like pretend to torture him.
Yeah. I love that.
Mockingbird all dressed up like a blonde Madeline Pryor.
Yeah. Yeah, with those boots too, the platform boots and the spikes on them. Oh my god, it's so severe. I love it.
And we get like kind of like that 2-page splash of her just like beating everybody up.
Yeah, it reminded me of like some Kelly Thompson stuff with all that fight action. Yeah, I love that. She frees Lance the Biscuit and gets him out of there. I love this part too, where he kicks the door in with his bare feet. And she's like, aim for, she says, aim for below the knob. It's the weakest point. He says, I know how to kick in a door. And then he goes to a diagram. How to kick in a door. Lead with heel of kicking foot. Plant back heel of standing leg. Lead into kick. Make contact below lock. Wear shoes.
That's the last part. Wear shoes. Because she's like smooth, and he's like
smooth. Yeah, I love it. It's so funny. And they're immediately reapprehended.
Yep, and chained up to the wall because I guess they're trying to save the Queen of England. We're in England here, so.
Yeah, and is this supposed to be Celine that they're dealing with?
I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be a pre-existing character or not. But yeah, just this another woman in leather, dark-haired woman in leather.
Yeah, okay, because this is too. She's not nasty enough to be Celine,
and she doesn't use any powers. I don't think. And, yeah, and
yeah.
like I don't think they ever really call her out by name. So
right,
like this one guard says Your Highness, but
yeah.
Maybe that's the other thing is sticking into England, where it's like it doesn't have to be like one of the characters we know.
Right, it's like the UK branch of the Hellfire Club, so they have their own hierarchy over there. Yeah, I get it.
Oh my god! And then when Hunter takes out a bunch of their guards or whatever, like he uses his own shock collar on himself, but sticks his foot in that puddle.
Yeah, I love that. That made me a fan. I was like, this Hunter's great. What a great character. Snaps right out of those bonds. It's awesome.
And these two are keeping tally of who rescued who more often. So I love it. Yeah, the Queen's hostage, but they still have like tea set up for her and stuff.
Yeah.
So they go looking. Yeah, and then whoever this Hellfire Club woman is, it seems like she has some kind of mental powers or something.
Yeah, some type of psionic power. Yeah. And then we see like another ping pong ball, which disappears.
She's like, it's like the ball is protecting you, and Bobby, you're not making sense. Must be from the concussion as she like decks her.
Yeah.
So yes, they go up through this trap door. Oh, there's Corgi and there's the Queen.
There's the Queen. Lance Hunter's apartment after the burrito. I love how they got the Union Jack right on the couch.
I know. But yeah, she finds all these Hellfire Club membership cards. He's like, I travel a lot for work.
They have an excellent dining points program.
So, seems like they're gonna get down. She ties him to the bed.
Yeah.
But then she goes and gets a call.
And then leaves. Yeah.
For another checkup. Yeah, she just leaves him tied up.
He's like, Bobby? Oh, I love it. It's so great.
All right. So
this was excellent. This made me laugh. This had some good action. I wasn't confused with the references to prior stuff like I was in the previous issue.
I know.
Yeah.
At least it was more straightforward. Yeah, we weren't bouncing around and stuff.
This is more like a traditional, like, I wouldn't say traditional, but this is more what I would be in line with what I would think of as being a contemporary Mockingbird story.
Yeah. I do love.
You could even substitute Lance with Clint, and it would totally work.
Oh yeah,
because I could see Clint doing the same thing with the shock collar and the puddle of water, like shocking himself just to take everybody else out. Yeah.
I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, she even calls it out to herself. I forget which issue it is, but it's like, yeah, they're very much the same person.
Yeah, she has a type. It's been established.
But again, I love the app puts the letters page on there, and like even like those little dress up pages.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, different costumes.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, because if you could save that, you can always print it out.
Print it out.
So,
Make your own action figure like they did back in the day.
so you don't have to rip up a comic to do it.
That's true.
Uh, uh, uh. All right. So, anything else? Or should we jump to the next one?
No, let's go to the next one. I love the cover for number 3.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's kind of psychedelic almost.
Oh, I love the title of the letters page, Morse code.
Morse code, yeah. So good.
Remember back in the day when everything had a letters page and they all came up with tried to come up
The
with
witty names for the
yeah.
Sometimes the readers would create them. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good cover. I think for these 4, the first issue and this one are my favorite covers.
Yeah, they're great.
All right, so Mockingbird number 3. I don't know why I keep bothering to do this because it's pretty much the same cast or the same creative team. Yeah, Mockingbird number 3, July 2016. Again, there's no title, so
yeah, I guess it's all just one continuous story. Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it's necessary to have a title, but yeah, that just seems weird because most of the time we do have titles for comics.
Yeah.
All right, and this one takes place between pages 10 and 11 of Mockingbird number 1.
Right.
All right, so oh, that's right. I do love this issue because it's like first we show her growing up, and it's like I always wanted to be a superhero. I tried to get superpowers, how any way I could. Like she was trying to get radiation exposure. She's like all the X-ray,
all the X-rays. Yeah.
They'll her sitting in school, which is the kid's like chicken pox, spider bites. Then she wants to dig in. She wants a backhoe to dig for a magic amulet. I invented a laser helmet.
Yeah, that's how actually her character started out as a scientist.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like how they have a nod to that. And she says, I'm still a scientist, but these days it's more of a hobby.
Yes. I love because it turns out you don't need a Y chromosome to be a superhero. You just need balls.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that's supposed to be. Does she have an underwater apartment? Because it almost looks like she's sitting somewhere. Doesn't look like it's underwater there at the bottom of the page. Yeah,
I was trying to figure out what that is too. Yeah, or maybe it's like
up.
some like hologram thing.
I don't know. That corgi's laying on the couch. The corgi would probably like it too. Watch the fish swim by all day.
Yeah.
Imagine, Justin, you lived underwater. Your cat could watch fish just swim by.
Oh, yeah. No, I'll pass.
Probably drive you crazy.
It would. I don't want to live underwater. It's like a nightmare come to life. No, thank you.
But she named the corgi Kazar, as we find out later. So I'm like, is that a thing, naming a dog after your ex?
At least you didn't name him Clint or Barton.
That's true.
Or Barkin.
Let's ask your cat. Hey, Namor, get in here.
Imperious Rex.
Probably gives you attitude like Namor. But then we see New York City 2 weeks and 2 days ago. And again, we get all this news coverage because this 12-year-old girl has developed mutant powers, I guess. Has a bunch of her friends in this bubble.
And this negotiator is having difficulty reaching her and almost dies as a result of it.
Yeah, again, out of these 4, this might be my favorite issue.
Yeah, this is a good one. I love Bobby's little wings.
Yeah,
that she gets here. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
I like these.
I thought, my God, why didn't she have these friggin' wings before? This is great. She should have had these all along.
Oh yeah, especially if you have bird in your name. Yeah,
totally. Yeah, it's perfect.
But I just love the thing. It's like, what's so scary about 12-year-old girls? They're shapeshifters, not quite one thing or another.
Well, when they're mutants, like they can be whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, everything is thrown out the window. They could blow up a building if they wanted to, practically.
How can we have a meaningful dialogue with adolescent girls when we live in a culture that still can't talk about tampons? Puritanical society. But I love, yeah, she catches the SWAT guy, went up to negotiate, and he's like, I'm not trained for this. I can start a conversation with anyone. I've negotiated with bank robbers, psychopaths, henchmen, serial killers, terrorists, but for the life of me, I can't start a conversation with a 6th grade girl. Well, ask my son, he'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And then the I guess the guy in charge down here looks like what's his face from NYPD Blue.
Oh yeah. What was his name? France or something?
Yeah, Dennis Franz. Yeah.
Dennis Franz.
That's what he looks like.
If they fall, can you get to them in time? And she says, depends on what? The math. And then we have a nice little math chart right after that. It's great. Yeah.
The gravity and the wind resistance. Yeah. Because she just happened to be, I guess, riding along with the NYPD in some form this day. So.
Think she's dangerous? All 12-year-old girls are dangerous.
So she goes up to talk to her, and who it's
heart.
Yeah. Tells us it's Rachel Oakley, 6th grader, Capricorn, only child, bacon eating vegetarian. Favorite music, Hamilton. Because at first I was like, what's she singing? I was like, oh yeah, Hamilton.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bobby says, I'm here to save you. I don't need saving. I was talking to your friends.
Yeah, I like what she says. She says, do you know that no two people ever see the same rainbow? The light reflects and reflects through billions of raindrops, so you can never quite see it from the same angle as anyone else.
Basically, yeah, because when Rachel was saying she's dangerous, and it's basically like, yeah, no two people. Then that stupid news helicopter it almost looks like it's going to ram into the roof. That's how close.
I know. Yeah, that was a little strange, admittedly.
CNC.
But they had to have some type of tension happen, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But then she uses her powers on the dude that's flying the chopper, and all of a sudden he says, JFK, I know who did it. It all makes sense. It was it was like he's tripping balls. That's her power. She makes people trip balls.
But yeah, and then then Bobby kind of kicks her arm, so it makes her stop using her powers.
Yeah, breaks her concentration.
And that helicopter starts dropping to the street.
Yeah.
And Bobby tries to get down there, the wings and everything, but she doesn't make it. But I found this interesting too. I mean, I don't know if she ever mentioned this before, but she's like, yeah, when she was a kid, she tried to get superpowers. Why? I wanted to be a hero. I wanted to be Captain America. I don't know. Do you think if the whole Hawkeye thing had never happened, would she have been a good love interest for Steve?
Yeah. Especially, I mean, now that she's got the super soldier serum, definitely.
Yeah, and again, I'm like,
totally see that.
Yeah. So I'm like, if the Diamondback thing worked, yeah, that would work.
Absolutely.
Might be a little awkward now though, him dating Hawkeye's ex-wife.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that probably Steve would have shied away from that prospect just out of principle.
Oh yeah.
Just of how awkward that would have been at all the Avengers meetings and team ups.
Exactly.
Showing up, with your ex, hanging out with the leader of your team all of a sudden. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think Steve's the ultimate don't where you, yeah.
I still think that Clint and Bobby should work as a couple. I think that they could still patch it up and get back together. I always thought that it was dumb that they broke up in the first place.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought that it should have just been a brief separation, and kind of like Hank and Janet, I mean, who went through a lot worse comparatively. Yeah, I think that they Bobby and Clint really do work as a couple, and they're good foils for each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a joke here I'm not getting, that the reporter Dick Prophet.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about either. Yeah. But the girl uses her powers on him too.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, because he gets turned all white, basically, like that. Like the pilot. Yeah.
Yeah, my hair, he says.
Going after the cameraman too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says that Bobby's like, it's I like red. It's the color of Mars, autumn leaves, and sunset. It's also hemoglobin, important molecule. Hemoglobin. It puts the red in red blood cells. You take it out, you die. So is that what that girl's powers are doing?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, they all look like
it's almost like her powers are like something to do with light, like colors, like because she's draining the colors out of people. So it's almost like her powers are based on actual colors and light prisms. It's interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, she gets a sniper set up and then goes back up to the roof. I love Rachel's like, I can hurt you. I'm dangerous. I have power. I have a sniper.
The sniper, yeah. The sniper frees the other students, and Bobby uses her new wings to fly right down and scoop them up into safety.
Yep. I love the girls. Who is she? I don't know. Black Cat.
Somebody get me a glass of Chardonnay, she says.
Yeah. Bobby Morris, PhD, A-list spy, C-list superhero, Gemini, collects microscopes and knives, enjoys medical puzzles.
And on the little news tagline blurb underneath, it says, breaking news. Nation stops being sexist, starts talking about tampons. It's about time, says Mockingbird.
That was fantasy.
Yeah. That's only happening in comic books. Yeah.
Oh, I like the new dress up page because again,
the dress up page, you got the corgi.
He's like got like a shotgun strapped to him.
Yeah, with a bandolier. Yeah. And this is the best costume, I think, right here, the shield one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's so good.
Yeah, and she's got a bunch of accessories too, like a microscope and
yeah,
first place math champion trophy.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So, any other thoughts on this one, Justin?
No, I really enjoyed this one too. Another great kind of standalone story with the mutant girl who was kind of taking her power out on the wrong people. And yeah, it was smart. It was really well written. It kept me guessing at what was going to happen next. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That. All right, ready for
yes, number 4.
Yeah,
another great cover.
Yes, our last one for this episode, kids. Number. Oh yeah, it's like the Bond cover. Yeah,
totally Bond. Yes. Yep.
Because speaking of blonde himbos,
blonde biscuits. There he is.
The ex-husband. All right, so Mockingbird number 4, August 2016. Oh, okay. Now we got it. Kate's just penciling. We got Sean Parsons on inks. I think everyone else is the same. So yeah, maybe just filled in to help out with the inks. So they got, I don't know. Maybe there's deadline crunch.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, and this one takes place between pages 15 and 16 of Mockingbird number 1.
Noticing a theme here yet, folks? Yeah.
I know. Basically, what Chelsea Kane did is like
Yeah.
took the first issue and like kind of like gave you little hints of what's to come, and then
Yes.
like, okay,
It's very smart. It's very, very interesting storytelling. I like it.
Yeah. But yeah, this one opens up in Kazakhstan a week ago.
Yeah, there's a plague that has taken out a whole herd of antelopes.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's doing some research here. So a tiny bacteria pathogen carried by the antelope, harmless until just like that, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's saying it's the same thing. Again, I guess it's going to come into play here with the zombies, but she said it's in her. But, it's the only difference is I'm not dead yet.
She's not dead. Yeah.
And then I love the underwater scene. Very definitely not Kazakhstan. Roughly yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we see her dive in. But I love that whole thing. The truth is we're predators. If you ever need a reminder of that, just go for a swim because fish just
go the other way. And I love when she finds this sea base. It looks exactly like Sea Lab 2021. Like the first time I saw it, I laughed so hard. I said, "Look at that."
That's right, kids. Because yes, this is not being run by AIM, but Tim,
yes.
Total Idea Mechanics.
And they wear red instead of bright yellow.
Yes.
To distinguish. It's important.
But I love when the one walks in. Hello, what are you doing in the women's locker room? I'm a woman. I'm just... God, who is this, Justin? I'm looking for someone kind of tall, mouthy, great abs, emotionally stunted.
No, I don't like emotionally stunted.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I like adults.
With great abs.
Absolutely.
And
she's like, "Hey, do you have a hairdryer?"
I love when she's questioning the guy and she like pins him in the wall. He goes, why do you hate science? Because she's like, where's Hawkeye? And then all of a sudden she hears the announcement, the dissection of Hawkeye will begin in 10 minutes. All the personnel lab.
They've got him strapped to a table and he's wide awake.
And since he swam through the containment area, his body presents a valuable opportunity for study. Note his unremarkable anatomy. The doctors are like, bone saw. Don't you mean scalpel, sir? I don't. Hawkeye, that's right. She's right. Trust me, it's easier not to argue.
It's easier not to argue.
Perhaps a metal probe with a blunt tip. You're no science terrorist. Well, that is typically sexist. And then she kind of gassed him with a neurotoxin, can like knocks them all out.
Yeah, gave him the gas.
Because he's like, neurotoxin, Bobby, what the heck? She goes, odorless gas. They'll be out for 20 minutes. You can thank me later. He goes, why isn't it affecting us? She goes, chemistry. If I did expose you to repeated low levels of an experimental neurotoxin during our marriage, it was only to inoculate you. And because I didn't want to use it myself until I knew it worked. But yeah, then we kind of get a little flashback to them in couples counseling.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like she's studying me like I'm a research subject. Don't be ridiculous. My tongue feels funny. And he asks her why she's there. She's like, the rescue, duh.
Coulson wouldn't have sent you. He knows you distract me, Clint says to her. He would have sent someone with gills.
But I love that Tim guy comes running at her from behind, and
she just kicks him without even turning around. Yeah.
She goes, remember that kick you always wanted me to teach him? Watch and learn. Yeah, kind of kicks backwards.
Yeah. And he says, "Cool, could you do it again?" A bunch of other guys come running up.
Smacks that guy with their elbow. My nasal aperture.
It's a good thing these guys don't have any high-tech guns like AIM does.
I know.
Considering that neither Clint nor Bobby have any weapons.
These nerds are kind of I don't know. I mean, they make AIM look like macho men.
Yeah. Like they're actually just scientists. Like they
Exactly.
don't have any soldiers or fighting capabilities. That's so funny.
I want to know in these different flashbacks, why is, everyone has their own style, but why is Bobby dressed like in 70s clothes and all these flashbacks?
Yeah, like this is a weird. Yeah,
It doesn't even
she's
make
got like
sense
some.
because even that miniseries where they met was in the 80s, so it's not like,
Yeah, she's got some headband on and some bright gold outfit.
yeah. And then the one before she had like these bell bottoms with like
Yeah,
weird colors on the bottom. Yeah.
it's weird.
Mm, unless maybe that's is it, I think that's an homage thing. Didn't she first appear in the 70s? Was it, yeah, in the 70s?
So yeah, I think it was the early 70s, wasn't it? Yeah,
Maybe,
maybe,
yeah. So maybe that's
maybe.
just an
Yeah,
homage to that.
could be.
Mm. Love, she's like, you broke all their noses. I have good aim. It's kind of my thing.
Well, it's kind of my thing.
Uh,
They try to find a way out of this base.
mhm. They've isolated a mutated virus. I found a vial in their lab. I need to get it to the surface and have it analyzed. And basically, what is that? His underwear or trunks or something that's always wearing? Because she's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but on you, yes. Where? Never mind.
Never mind.
Hmm. Yeah, she wants to steal a mini sub.
Here's the plan: find a mini sub and steal it, or we could just swim.
Uh, But he's like, how'd you find me? She's like, you never took me off the Visa card. I saw the recent tanning salon activity, the poolside bar tab at the Bahamian Hyatt, and triangulated your location from Street View. Also, I checked your email. Mm, but then this weird thing. I mean, I guess she's thinking about dying. She was just like, I'm an organ donor.
Yeah, because she's concerned about the side
Yeah.
effects of these serums that she's been exposed to.
So she's saying, yeah, don't let them donate my organs.
Yeah,
Mm,
you're my next of kin.
yeah, but then,
I guess they're still technically married, aren't they? They never.
I
Did
don't.
they ever get a divorce?
I don't
No.
know. Yeah, I mean, again, it's again in the Marvel universe. How does it work? Because again, for
Yeah.
years, everyone thought she was dead. So
Right. And he
yeah.
never got remarried, so yeah, I don't know.
But then yeah, she submerges herself underwater to see if this how badly does this virus want to live, and again,
Yeah,
basically
the
kicks its ass.
infinity thing, yeah, or
Yeah,
the virus that, yeah,
like the telekinesis or whatever, because it
yeah,
flips the switch to drain the tank. Yeah.
yeah. She said, "I had to know how strong the virus was, how much it wanted to live."
But then she must gas him again because yeah, because he says tongue feels funny. You're not gonna be able to move for after she kisses him. You're not be able to move for about 10 minutes. Shield's on the way. I'd wait, but have a doctor's appointment. But first, I'm gonna need that vial.
And I'd really like you to have it.
Oh my!
That's not a vial. Oh my, it's right. Wow. Scandalous. I love it.
Exactly. All right, what you think, Justin?
Yeah, this is fantastic. And I mean, we've got two issues already here with two scantily clad men. So we got something for the ladies and for some of the dudes as well
Exactly.
in this, rather than it just being, a big skin fest of Bobby Morse,
Exactly.
showing her obvious assets. Um, So that appeals to me, obviously, right off the bat. It's nice to have some eye candy from the unexpected variety. And I love the different tones of each of I thought it was going to be like maybe one continuous story that went through all 8 issues. And they just kind of spread it out over the course of this. But we've got these like lovely little vignettes into her life She's got these great new wings that she can do great things with. She's got these new powers or new abilities that are kind of confounding her and adding some mystery and some drama to her life. She's got these great exes that are still in her life to some capacity.
Yeah, no, I do like
love
that. Yeah, I do like that a lot of times where there's like overarching themes like the virus and stuff. But again, it's like each thing is like its own little each issue is like its own mini adventure. So you could kind of come into this whenever. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I mean, that harkens back to the days, and I've even talked about it on the show a couple of times. We've talked about how we miss the single issue stories, the one and done stories that aren't connected to a larger narrative, and you don't have to know what's going on in the 6 issues before it to get a grasp, and you don't have to read this long, lengthy paragraph on the first page about everything that's happened before this. You can just go into it and just read it from beginning to end, and it's lovely.
Yeah, one and dones, two and dones. Yeah, I mean, it's fine sometimes, but you don't always have to spread these stories out.
No. Yeah. Yeah, and again, I love the costume. I love that finally Mockingbird has a great new costume here.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, it's almost like a shield costume, but it's kind of more superhero-y, which makes sense.
It's like it's a shield costume, but with her color theme.
Yes.
As Mockingbird. It's been modified uniquely for her, and I love that. I'd take the shield patches off the shoulders because I don't like that, but that's the only thing that I'd change about that costume. I think it's great. And we don't have a janky mask for her to deal with. Like, they left her hair alone. They haven't butchered that yet. So, yeah, it's great. It's a great look for her. Great stories. Great writing. Like, I can't see enough good things about the writing here.
Yeah, I do like the new mask too, because you can tell there's
Fantastic.
lenses in there. So, she probably has
Yes.
night vision and all kinds of stuff in there.
Yep. All kinds of stuff. Totally.
Oh, there you go, Justin. You see that at the end of this issue? There's the Hawkeye.
Yes, I did
with
notice that.
all the
Yeah.
different trunks.
Yep. Do they have all that stuff in the trade paperbacks?
I'm trying to remember. I think yeah, I think they have those. Yeah, they do have those. They just didn't have like the letters pages. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will get those because this is great stuff. And all that little bonus stuff is great.
Yeah, they, like I said, the two trades weren't that expensive. They're not that big, so they're not that expensive. And two,
Right.
You could probably track these down floppy wise if you wanted.
I saw that they were all available.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be an arm and a
Pretty
leg.
easily.
Yeah.
And these are still under 10 years old, so they're fairly recent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, great start to great first half to this series.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes me wonder why there hasn't been more, to be honest with you. I mean,
well, yeah, again,
in the
maybe
10 years since, like,
yeah, I would assume sales, but because
yeah, probably, but
usually when the quality's there, but they cancel it, it's usually sales. But
I wonder too if it has to do with the fact that there's no Mockingbird in the MCU to any
that doesn't help either when you try to start again. I think that's probably their argument half the time for, why don't you do this book or that book? It's like, well, they haven't showed up in the MCU yet.
Exactly. And that was always my fear with the MCU getting big, was that it would limit what they did with the print stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there kind of was a version of her in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but
was there?
Yeah. But I don't think she had any. Of course, she didn't have any history with Hawkeye or anything, or any of the Avengers or anything. So,
and she was probably only in it for a hot minute, right? And then she was gone.
She was there for off and on.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that what's her face, Adrian Padalecki or whatever.
All right, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So, anything else?
No. Yeah. I'm really happy we covered this. Yeah, this is great, and I'm excited to cover the second half of the series. And this isn't all for Mockingbird, because we've got Hawkeye and Mockingbird, the miniseries, as we mentioned before, coming next year. Here on
Yeah, we'll get to that next year. Yeah,
we'll get to that next year. And yeah, it'd be great to cover some of the other Mockingbird stuff, that special, and some of the early stuff with Kazar. We could eventually go back to that stuff. Yeah,
we mentioned that before. Yeah, or even like some of that more West Coast Avengers stuff.
Totally. Yeah. I almost put on the list. I didn't want to go too overboard when I sent you that document the other day, but I almost put on that list the West Coast Avengers. What's it called? The Time Caper story, where they go back to Egypt and all that stuff with Dominus and all that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. No. I mean, fill up the list. I mean, I know we probably want, we fill it up enough. We're not going to be able to get them all next year, but
yeah. That's just it.
Ever evolving thing. It's going to be the endless list we never get to the end to.
True. Yeah, but that one's a good Mockingbird showcase as well.
Oh, yeah. Here she is on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Again,
she got the S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit and everything. She wasn't just like a lab. She was just a lab scientist.
Yeah, no, she was basically a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Cool.
All right. So should we get out of here?
Yes, and we will reconvene.
Yes.
For the second half soon.
Yes, kids. Yes, we're gonna do a quick turnaround and record these right after we record this one, so you won't be able to get your thoughts in beforehand. But again, you can always send your thoughts after the fact. Send your thoughts.
Yes, we'll always read your comments, no matter what it's about.
Exactly. So like I said, next time we're gonna cover the second half, Mockingbird 5 through 8, and then that'll be the end of the month for Marvel Tales.
Mm-hmm.
Next month's the birthday month. Yeah,
that's right. Phil's birthday month begins soon.
Yes, Justin picked a lot of good stuff for Marvel Tales in April, including Iron Man 285 through 288.
Yeah.
Thor 395 through 400.
Yeah, the big epic, the War of the Gods. Yeah.
And instead of a Captain America, we decided, since Thunderbolts will be coming out, we're going to do the 4-issue U.S. Agent miniseries from 1993.
Yes, which you spoke ravingly about, and I still haven't read that.
It's good. It'll give you answers about the Scourge, the Underworld, and it was written by Grunwald. So
yes,
yeah,
I'm very excited about that.
Exactly. So I don't think you'll have a problem with that.
No, not at all.
And again, I mean, we got good stuff on X-Men Classics next month too. The 5-issue Madrox series and the original X-Men vs. Avengers. So
yeah, from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. The 80s. All right. So see again, send us your thoughts on all the upcoming stuff, or even, like I said, previous episodes.
That's right.
Like these Mockingbird, or even the Hellcat we did last time.
That's right. Yeah, or the Mockingbird stuff that we did last year.
Yep. All right. So send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all of our episodes back to the beginning at CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. Again, help support us by buying merch from TeePublic and Spring. And again, Lilith Hellfire gently suggests that you ran the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, the Patreon, where Lilith and I give you something exclusive and uncensored every month. And of course, if you are a patron like Justin here, you can ask for topics for us to discuss.
That's right.
So yes, so please subscribe, tell us what to do, and get extra content, uncensored content. So
uncensored, all the uncensored Lilith Hellfire you could possibly want.
That's right, kids. This is censored, Lilith.
Spread them out.
There was nothing to get wet about anyway.
Oh.
Our whole family can suck it. Lubricated eels are the best.
Oh, and is it? I was trying to remember which page it was. I was trying to find one of Justin's favorites here.
Oh,
Coming out of the bush.
oh.
It doesn't feel right, bro.
Oh.
Hey man, who you gonna call to come get a pit bull out of a gang's yard? A crazy white girl? Good for that release.
What did she do last year, kids?
Gave up the meat.
Oh.
I need that please. Holds me down.
Here's one of your favorites.
Is that a sentient tongue?
Yes.
All right, kids. Find subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
We need the money. Gimme.
All right, kids. Girl power. All right. That's now this Justin the Owl. You can catch him here, of course, every month or every week, either on Marvel Tales or X-Men Classics or both. You can catch him monthly on, well, many shows. One World Under Doom, the Doctor Doom podcast, Energon Universe, where we talk on the new Transformers and G.I. Joe content. He is the new monthly co-host with me and the Hard Master on the Scarlet Spider episodes of Ultimate Spider Cast at the end of the month. Every month. And of course, you can always catch him on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks monthly on at least once a month on We Are the Night.
the
Batman podcast.
And Ezreal.
Exactly. Where we talk Azrael once a month, but sometimes he stops by for other things like Catwoman or Killer Moth or Anarchy.
Or who knows what.
Or a nice movie review.
Yes.
So yes, check him out there. And of course, he also shows up every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
Yes, I've got a few more appearances coming up this year over there.
But of course, again, you'd think that's enough podcasting, but no. This owl is super cute. This owl was taking his super soldier serum. So
that's right. I don't know about the infinity formula, but the super soldier one. Yeah.
But he does even more shows, which you can catch him on these shows.
Yes, every month you can find me with Russell over at Gamma Charge, talking about either the Immortal Hulk series or the Sensational She-Hulk series. We're alternating coverage of both of those and having a great time with it. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out over on our Patreon for certain paying tier members. You can have access to bonus episodes where you discover some of DC's versions of the Hulk from over the years. And then over on Predator and Prey, the Yautja podcast, we're joined by the aforementioned High Priest of Khonshu himself, Ray, coming to us live from the chopper. And he joins us with Sparky every month to discuss some classic Dark Horse comics featuring Fox's Predator. And then last but not least, over at the Lost Library of Legends, we're taking a time warp back to the early 90s with the Malibu Ultraverse and Steve Englehart's title, The Strangers.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch.
That is going to end up being so many parts. I don't think I realized it when I picked it, how many it's going to end up being.
Oh my.
Oh, let's be honest.
We're going to be covering The Strangers for quite a while over on the Lost Library of Legends, folks.
I love it.
Indeed.
Oh my.
Well, that escalated.
All right. Oh my. All right. Thank you for joining us. We're not starting, we're ending. That's what she said. All right. Come back next episode for we'll wrap up the rest of the Mockingbird series. And again, next month Thor, Iron Man.
Yeah.
Learn some stuff about this U.S. agent before he shows up again in
Mhm.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Of course, Justin calls them the leftovers.
The leftovers, asterisk.